Hey guys, it's Tia from Blessed to the T. Today I want to talk to you about unexpected blessings. Our scripture for today is Ephesians 3:20, which says that God is able to do exceedingly abundantly, immeasurably more than we could ever ask, think, or imagine. And I chose that today. I was talking to one of my coworkers about some of the great things that God has been doing in his life. And I talked about some of the things that God's been doing in my life, right? And so it comes, sometimes it's like, oh, I wasn't even expecting that blessing. Like, woo, it could only come from God. Sometimes the way things happen, the way doors open, the way things just show up, it's not anything that you did or even deserve to have happen sometimes. And it's not just about money, but I think it comes from your faithfulness, for you doing what God has asked you to do, for trusting him, for walking upright. Um, so have you been in a situation where you felt, and of course you have. So let me just preface it like that. Of course you've been in a situation where God has laid something on your heart and you felt like it was impossible. Like, how am I going to do this? It might be some big project or task that he's giving you and you're like, how am I going to make that happen? Like, how people can be, right? Like, people don't always cooperate. So it's not necessarily easy. It may look impossible, but if you do it anyway, if you step out in faith and say, okay, well, God, I'm going to trust you because you told me to do it. I know that you're going to align all the people. You're going to make things happen just the way they're supposed to happen, right? And so even in being generous to people, have you ever felt the need to give somebody something, to bless somebody with something, and you like, well, this might be my last, say $20, but I'm gonna give you 10 of it because I'm being obedient and doing what God told me to do. And then something great happens for you just because you were obedient. Not that you're looking for it, but that he gives it to you. He blesses you in a way that it could only be him. Trust God for the impossible, that when he asks you to do something, that you don't have to worry about the details, but you can trust because he is faithful that it's gonna work out. And so those are my thoughts for today, y'all. And I just think about times when, yeah, sometimes it's financial blessings, sometimes it's a check in the mail or an extra deposit in your account and you don't know where it came from. Which is what happened to my coworker, that some money came, and I ain't trying to put nobody business in the street, but listen, it's a testament to God's faithfulness, to his character, to his love for you, for being obedient and for walking upright. But just think about times where I often think about traffic, because traffic seems like it's getting worse and worse where I live. So have you ever been in a near miss accident?